So she's never had a saddle on her. So I'll show you how I go about doing that. This saddle here is the saddle I usually start horses with because it's made of rubber. Ironically, a friend, actually I've had it now for, let's see, Ritz is 20 this year. So I've had it for 20 years. It's been on every horse I've started. It fits every horse I've started. It's amazing. I've had saddle fitters here. I've had chiropractors here to make sure that, you know, the saddle I was using wasn't, you know, causing the horse any discomfort, that kind of thing. That saddle has fit for whatever reason. It just molds around every horse no matter what their gullet size is. So I always use it. And another reason I always use it is because it's rubber. If she wanted to pick it up right now and throw it on the ground and explore it, she's not gonna hurt it. You know, I love my horses to check things out. I love my horses to explore things. I don't want my horses to be told, you know, oh, that's my $5,000 saddle. You don't put your nose on it. Don't, you know, don't bite it. Granted, there comes a time where, yeah, you don't bite my saddle is a good idea. But when they're exploring things, have a saddle you don't care. If they want to look at it, lick it, chew on it, test it with their mouth, test it with their feet even. Like if I've had horses that have been totally scared, I've thrown it right on the ground in front of them. This is also a saddle that I can show you videos where I'll take it, you know, and I'll walk around the horse and then I'll slide it and drop it on the ground on the other side. If you ever dropped your saddle, it happens, you know. Don't let the day that it happens be the first time you've seen it. I don't know what they're doing. People are over there, aren't they? Huh. So hopefully this is a tiny enough girth. This particular saddle uses like a dressage billets for some reason. Don't know. It's like an all-purpose saddle with dressage billets. Okay. Do I feel like she's explored this enough? Let's give her a minute. So Charlotte is 2 this year. She just turned 2 a month and a half ago. And 2 months ago, I guess. And I don't start them at 2 anymore. I used to start them at 2, but I've had horses grow as much as 5 inches from their 2-year-old birthday to their 3-year-old birthday. And the idea that I could have stressed any growing joints or stretched out any ligaments that were, you know, needing to be in the growth process, I've decided that starting them that young isn't the right thing to do. A lot of people do. It's not uncommon. A lot of racehorses are sat on well before they're 2 years old. But I don't sit. I may lean across her. I might do something like that in her 2-year. But I'm going to just let her pack the saddle in her 2-year and do all her other stuff. So that way when she turns 3, hopefully the only thing she has to learn is how to accept me on her back. Okay, so she's kind of interested in the neighbor who's, I don't know, he's just sitting in that driveway for some reason. Maybe we have an audience today, who knows. I'm going to go ahead and put her online just so I have control of her nose in case she panics. I'm going to go ahead and show her this saddle pad, which she's seen it when she came over to visit, so I'm going to just show it to her, see if I can rub her with it without any worry or without any movement in her feet, ideally. So if you look at her ears, those ears say, ooh, I'm a little concerned, right? Those ears are very focused on what I'm doing. So I'm going to stay right here until she stops thinking she has to move her feet. And then I'm going to leave. We don't want her, first of all, if you're tacking your horse, you don't want a horse that moves around when you tack them, first of all. Second of all, if she's moving her feet, it means she's worried. We don't want her worried. So we don't want to move on until we've gotten past that worry stage. She's worn blankets, so she knows what it is to have something put on her, but she's never had the saddle pad put on her. Can I open it up now and put it on her where it's on both sides of her? Can she explore the idea of that on both sides of her? Can I leave it there and take it off on the other side? You know, she's looking at it here. Can I take it off this side? Yes. Still a little worry. See, the ears are apart. When ears go kind of left and right, and they go apart, there was worry in them. So go ahead and put it on this side, and come over, See if she wants to look at it on this side. That ear's still connected. See if she wants to look at it on this side. If she doesn't, go ahead and take it off. Because I'm doing just a saddle introduction, I'm not doing a riding introduction. I'm going to use the saddle. Normally I start horses in a bareback pad, which is here, but I'm going to do something very specific because she's in a good frame of mind, so I want to just kind of skip the bareback pad as far as how I introduce something on her back. Can I come beside her with it and see if she stands still? Yeah. Show it to her. Put it on her from this side. Take it off from this side. Show it to her. Let her see the girth. So, obviously with an English saddle, you really kind of have to do it right away. With a Western saddle, you have a minute to make a mistake where you still have a chance to get out of it. English saddle, you kind of have to commit the minute you put that first buckle on. So let's see if she can handle that going under her belly. So far, so good. So now I have to make sure it's at least snug enough that if she were to bounce right now, it's not going to slide under her belly. But I'm going to get out of her way and let her feel what that feels like to have that on her. Oh, she just realized it now. The last thing I want her to do is coming at me, so I'm going to send her off to a different side. I don't want her coming at me when she discovers she doesn't like the way that feels, because if she starts to jump, she's going to jump right on top of me. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. So, go ahead and snug that up a tiny bit more. Tuck those in. Now, today doesn't have to be rideable, like ride tight. This has to be so it doesn't fall off or slide under her belly. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and turn her loose and see what she thinks about that by herself. Now, you know what? I'm not going to do that. The only reason I would do that is because she wants to be near me, you know, in a face onto me way, and I don't want her to see if she thinks to buck with that. So now I am going to tell her, you need to follow direction. Trot is double kiss. What do you think? Scary? You're okay. Good. Double kiss means trot. Single kiss while they're trotting, but considering breaking means stay trotting. Tell her to hind yield. Good girl. So, I'm going to let her lick and chew a little bit about that, because I'm about to do something that's even more scary than all of this. So, one of the things that I do to make sure that the saddle itself isn't ever scary later. I do all scary things with the saddle now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually slap these stirrups against this, causing it to make a slapping sound. And the goal is I'm going to stay with her until she stops moving, and where I can go slap, slap, slap 3 times without her even thinking about moving. So at first, she's going to wiggle around if she's a normal horse. The trick is to stay making the noise. And when she stops moving her feet, it's going to tell her she got the right answer. I'm going to have to hold her head down a little bit because she's thinking about going up, and I don't want her to flip over. So I'm doing it a lot quieter than I usually would because I really want her to find the right answer without popping up like that. As soon as she stops moving, the sensation and the sound will stop. See how quickly she remembers. She found the right answer was to not move my feet. Now my goal is not to do it that quietly, but I'm kind of, I don't want to say rushing her, but I kind of like said, strap it on, okay, no bad reaction, let's move on. So I'm kind of running through the steps without taking big pauses between each step. Okay, get her nose so that way she can't get spun around me. Or get past me and kick me. So I'm just kind of keeping her nose not only pointed to me, but slightly down. When she stops moving her feet, the sensation and the noise will stop. I'm going to walk her off. Now, what you might not know about horses is that I'm teaching this side of the horse. This eye is this horse. That eye is that horse. They're different horses. So even if I get her to not need to move on this side, I'll have to teach it to her like it's brand new on the other side. So I didn't do the third one because there was a movement in her body, but her body didn't, you know what I mean? There was movement in her energy. Her body didn't move, so I tried to make sure that she understood, no, I'll stop before you take that step. Now I should be able to do it a little bit louder. She should be able to find that answer. Walk away, let her lick and chew and process that a little bit. This is what I call letting them wash things off. So anytime I teach them something that causes them to be wide-eyed and stressed, and I need to like tell them that they got the right answer and I want you to kind of soak on that, I'll take them for a walk and I'll let them wash it off. I don't want her backing away from me. I don't want her to be afraid of the next thing I'm going to do, but my body language isn't saying I need you to move. So she needs to just find that. That's right. So the message is getting to her feet. But she initially thinks the go, but the message does get to her feet at the end there. So we need her to not even initially think go. I always try to reassure them that I'm doing something with them, not to them. Even if what I decided I wanted to do with them, they didn't really get the memo that they were going to want to do that. But I like them to believe that they're doing something with me, I'm doing something with them, and I'm not doing it to them. So that's why I make my kiss moments and stuff like that. It's like, no, we're doing this together. Almost didn't need to move. Good. Thought to leave and overrode it. Until it doesn't faze her at all, I'm not done. And that was a good override, so I'm going to go ahead and walk off with that one. She almost overrode it. She allowed it to startle her into movement. Good. Good. Walk off because that didn't encourage any movement. Awesome. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Now we'll just be. Right? Now we'll just stand and be. Don't even have to interact with her unless she wants to interact. Now remember, when I go to the other side, it's a different eye, and that side of the horse is a different horse. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this stirrup up, just so it doesn't bang her in the elbow when she wiggles around from this one. So, get her nose a little bit. Woo! You're like an Arabian. Arabians are the only ones that I've ever really met that can easily transfer information. Usually they don't transfer information. Like I said, different eye, different horse. Usually you move to the other side of the horse and what you want to do is brandy new again. Good girl. Now, I'm not going to drill that because although she's tense and she wants to move, she's learning that she doesn't have to. So I'm not going to sit here and just be like slapping so that she doesn't realize that. So she doesn't think, wait a minute, standing still must not be the right answer because you keep doing it. So I must need to do something then. Maybe I didn't get the right answer. If she wants to explore it again, that thing that was just on her back, I'd let her. And see how long it took her to like feel confident enough to do that? Give them the minute. Like I could have just assumed in that split second, she's not interested, and I could have just walked off and not given her that extra second to go, let me explore this. I'm just gonna put my hand on it so she doesn't pick it up and have the wind catch it. So, you know what? I might even work a little bit more on something. So I might teach her the barrel game. She doesn't know the barrel game, but she knows the over and she knows the back. So maybe I'll teach her the barrel game. And that's a lot of fun to teach. Because it's a lot of fun to watch them get it. So I love that she's with me and I don't have to even feel the sensation of the rope getting tight in any way.